Alright guys, this is really getting very serious. Nnamdi Kanu is actually going through a lot in DSS custody. But the funny part of this whole thing is that the Nigerian government does not want to know whether he's dying or anything is happening to him. And if anything happens to Nnamdi Kanu, now Southeast, now you go hear am more. But it is really very, very funny and shameful that up till now, Igbo governors, Igbo politicians have not actually come out to say, no, this thing you people they do is not good though. At least allow this man to take care of himself. On the 15th of September, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was in the court asking Nigerian government to allow him take good care of himself in a independent medical care. Because according to the doctor that is taking care of him there in the DSS custody, even the DSS doctor said, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu condition now cannot be managed there. You understand? Nigerian government denied him access on the 15th of September. Today again, for you to know how serious the situation is. Nnamdi Kanu himself personally written to the DSS custody telling them how bad the situation is right now. He even told them that they should release him today. No, they should allow him have access to medical care today or tomorrow. So, in Umahia, a delegation of Igbo leaders on Wednesday, which is today, stormed the Abia government house, Umuahia, demanding the immediate and unconditional release of the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So, the elders drawn from across the southeast converged at the main entrance of the government house, where they delivered their message to Governor Alex Oti. Speaking on their behalf, Chief Chukwuemeka Ezeburu said, Kanu's prolonged detention was no longer tolerable, citing concerns about his deteriorating health and the rising insecurity in the region. So, he urged Oti to rally his fellow Southeast governors to lead a delegation to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to press for Kanu's release, arguing that only a united political front could influence the presidency. Kanu's continued detention is of no advantage to the federal government. Political solution remains the only way out, the elder said. Another elder, Chief Chinedu Obiolo, stressed that if the government could dialogue with bandits, it could be more beneficial to seek a political resolution in Kanu's case. Responding, Governor Oti, represented by the Secretary to the State Government, Professor Kenneth Kalu, and Chief of Staff, Caleb Ajebi, commended the elders for their peaceful approach and assured them that their grievances would be conveyed to the appropriate authorities. Meanwhile, Ikenga, think tank, North American, and Igbo diaspora group has decried the worsening insecurity and what he described as genocidal killings in the southeast. In an open letter signed by the president, Dr. Dunku, the group accused Igbo political elites of silence over Kanu's detention and the insecurity ravaging the region. It condemned what it called the targeted killings and unlawful persecution of Igbo youth, accusing security agencies of complicity. The group demanded immediate release of Nnamdi Kanu, mass release of all Biafran agitators, concentrates steps to secure Igbo land from external and internal threats. withdrawal of all military checkpoints in the region. The latter faulted Igbo leaders for failing to eliminate the courage of their forebearers, accusing them of betrayal and complicity. Your defining silence embeddles the perpetrators of this genocide and exposes your indifference to the scared blood of our people. History will not remember you kindly, the group warned. It vowed to continue documenting the crisis in the Southeast, saying leaders would one day be held accountable for their actions and inactions. It's really very painful, honestly speaking. That is why I said it's shameful the way Igbo leaders are keeping quiet concerning this Mazi Nnamdi Kanu latest development. This is not funny. Nobody lies with this. You get anybody when they use sickness, they lie? This matter is serious. That is the reason why, he's demanding for medical care, every now and then, meaning that Kanu situation is really bad. You understand? It's really bad. But the government have choose to go this way. It is unfair. It is unfair. At least since these few days now, it has been Igbo elders speaking, asking Nigerian government to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. If you could dialogue with terrorists with ammunition, why can't you, provide political solution in this Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case and dialogue with them as well? They are not terrorists. They are not terrorists. They are not terrorists. So guys, I'm dropping it here. Drop your comment below the comment section. Share this video, make it go viral so that Nigerians will understand how the matter they be. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu situation is really bad. You understand? So we want the world to hear. Let the world know. Because we don't even know what the government is up to. They want chop his body and understand. God forbid anything happens to him. Because with the way when they do, it be like say they like what is going on. You understand? So guys, let's hear from you. Subscribe if you have not.